masayang pagbati na may ngiti sa aking mga labi. Naghahanap ba kayo ng makakatuwang sa pag-review ng inyong anak? Meron yan sa DepEd. Ang ETUlay online tutorial ay libre at handog ng ating kagawaran sa pangunguna ng OUA ICTS EdTech. Ito ay isang proyektong makatutulong sa mga mag-aaral, katuwang ang mga magulang o kasama sa kani-kanilang tahanan para masagutan at maunawaan ang mga modules. Hangad din ng programang ETUlay ang matulungan ang ating mga guro sa kanilang mga blended learning classes. Ang ating ETUlay ay mula kinder hanggang senior high school. Bukod sa academics, meron din tayong mga special programs gaya ng All is Wellness, Reading and Math Remediation, Storytelling, Mommy Tech Talks, Classes sa Gramatika, Speech Class, Financial Literacy, at marami pang iba. Pinalawig din ng ETUlay ang ating Alive program para sa mga mag-aaral mula grade 1 hanggang grade 3. Gayun din ay mayroon tayong ALS program at SPED tutorials na makasisigurong makakamit ng lahat ang inclusive education. May SPED hotline na rin para sa inyong mga katanungan patungkol sa special education. Kaya, subaybayan mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, mula 9:00 ng umaga hanggang 7:00 ng gabi ang ating ETUlay. Sa ating pagtutulungan, maiaangat natin ang bawat isa. Ating itutulay ang pagkatuto upang di mapigil ang pag-aaral ng kabataang Pilipino. Itulay natin ito, sulong edukalidad.
Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive, and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gaps where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our modules, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na! Tara na!
Hello, Tutor Joby. Good afternoon. It's a Math Fun Friday once again. Kaya, gandang hapon sa ating online learners from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. So, don't forget to share our live learners. Okay, Tutor Joby?
Yes, isang matsayang araw muli sa ating mga learners. Nandito na naman po tayo. So, konting kembot na lang, matatapos na ang ating school year 2021-2022. Kaya ano pang hinihintay nyo online learners? I-share na po para mas maraming manood. Para mas masaya. Diba, Tutorwela? Tuloy, Tutorwela. Nandito na naman ang ating unang learners na si Yana Ren Leonardo. Good afternoon. I'm Yana Ren Leonardo, grade 4 SSES School, Tilapayong Elementary School. Ang kanyang advisor ay si Mrs. Evelyn Mendoza Francisco at ang kanilang principal ay si Ma'am Milagros Macabataw. Nandyan din si Aileen Akat, matgandang hapon po. Si Heavenly Heart Yutanghian, good afternoon. Nandyan din po si Mac Prince si Nyepes. Sino-sino pa, Tutorwela, ang nandito ngayon na mga learners natin?
Yes, good afternoon, Tutor Joby. Good afternoon kay Zaira, Akia, Aguyen, Juliano. Good afternoon po. Zaira, Akia, Aguyen, Juliano, grade 4, Uranus from San Pedro, Villa Concepcion Elementary School. Rojas East District is DAO Isabela. Advisor, Jobilin Sirarama, Principal Rudelio D. Ganyo. Nandyan na rin si De La Cruz Jonna May. Good afternoon po, Jonna May De La Cruz. 9 SPG watching and listening from Ocamo National High School is Dio Camarines Sur. Math teachers, Sir Roel Briñas. Okay. So, Tutor Joby, meron pa ba? I think
Yes,
nabati
si
na
Mac
natin
Prince Lit
sila.
Niepes. Okay, si
Ayan,
Mac...
si Mac Prince. Good
ah,
afternoon po. Ako po si Nipes Mac Prince Lit C ng For Diligence mula po sa mababang paaralan ng Francisco Benitez SDO Manila Advisor Binibining Haide Carlos. Okay, Tutor Joby.
ayan, na-share na daw po ni Yana Rain Leonardo. Thank you so much. Okay, so Q4, week 7 na po tayo at ang ating pag-uusapan ay probability. Siyempre, muli kami ang inyong mga mathematicians. I'm Tutor Joby with Tutor Wela. Siyempre, bago tayo magpatuloy, kailangang pasalamatan natin ang nagpahiram ng module. Tutor Wela?
Okay, so for this module, gusto nating pasalamatan ang Central Office, ang ADM, and most of all, ang ating development team ng module. Thank you so much.
Siyempre.
Yes. After this, after going through this module, you are expected to record favorable outcomes in a simple experiment. Express the outcome in a simple experiment in words, symbols, tables, or graphs. Then explain the outcomes in an experiment and solve routine and non-routine problems involving simple experiments. Okay.
Yes. Oh, meron tayong iniwang challenge last Friday, Tutor Wela, at ito ay tungkol sa bar graph. So, ang ating problem ay Cassandra used to save excess coins from her weekly allowance. At the end of the school year, she counted the coins in her piggy bank and graphed the result. At syempre, interpreting bar graph kasi ang ating lesson, kaya may mga katanungan. So ito po yung mga katanungan at ang mga sagot. At syempre, may mga learners tayong nag-send ng kanilang mga sagot. At sino-sino po ang mga Job Well Done Tutis Award. So ang nanguna ay si Heavenly Heart Yutanghian. Congrats! At sino pa?
Si Island Joy Okot.
Yes. Nandyan din po si Yana Rain Leonardo.
And si Zaira Akia Giuliano.
At syempre, hindi pa huhuli, nandyan si Enrico Dalupan. So, job well done, Cuties Award. Good job. Okay, so yan na nga po. Palakpakan natin ang mga matsisipag nating cuties. Okay, so let's continue, Tutor Wella.
Okay, so before we start with our lesson, we will have this story problem. So what's new? In her English class, Mrs. Santos gave an activity. The names of the days of the week were written on flashcards, which were then placed in a basket. The students were asked to pick a card from the basket, and Arwin was the first to pick a flashcard. What is the probability that he would pick a card showing a day that begins with S?
Okay, ano
Okay.
nga ba ang probability, Tutor Wella?
Okay. As we go on, Tutor Joby, malalaman nila mamaya what is probability. Okay, let us write down the days of the week first. Okay. So, from our problem, so meron tayong days of the week. So, we start with Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So, after this, we're going to answer what is the probability that he would pick a day that begins with S. So, yan ang problem natin. So, what is probability before we continue? So, probability is the chance or likelihood that an event will happen It is the ratio of the number of ways an event can occur to the number of total possible outcomes. Or sinusunod natin ang formulang ganito, Tutor Joby. Probability is equal to the number of outcomes of an event over total number of possible outcomes. So, yan ang formula na sinusunod natin kapag nagsosolve tayo ng probability. Okay, so let's go back to our problem. So, how many days are there in a week? So, ilan nga ba ang days na sinabi ni Tutor Wella a while ago? So, there are 7 days in a week. So, tama nga ba, Tutor Joby? So, Tutor Joby, paki-click nga po para makita nila yung sagot. Yes, correct. 7 days in a week. Sabi ni Heavenly, ni Eileen, ni Clint. Okay, thank you, children. So, what days starts with S? Ano nga ba ang mga days na nag-uumpisa sa S? So, ilan yon? Ilang days yon? So, we have Saturday and Sunday, or Sunday and Saturday. So, meron tayong 2 days na nag-start sa S ang first word, ang first letter. Since there are 2 out of the 7 days, then the probability of picking a day that begins with S is, okay, so 2 out of 7 or 2 7. Okay. Bakit 7? It's because it's the total number of possible outcomes, di ba, Tutor Joby? Kasi nga, 7
Yes.
days. So, since dalawa yung S, so that is the number of outcomes of an event. So, 2 out of 7 or 2, 7. Okay, sana nga. Oh, ayan na, Tutor Joby. Ang sagot ni Zaira, 2 out of 7. Ni Clint, 2
7.
over 7, o 2/7. Ni Avery Sue, same, 2/7 daw. Very good learners. Tama ang inyong mga sagot. Okay, so let's continue now. What is the probability that he would pick a day that begins with M? Di ba may day doon na nag-uumpisa ang word sa M? That is Monday. What day is that? Okay, that is Monday. How many days start with M? Ilan ang nag-start sa M na days of the day of the week? Okay, meron tayong isa lang. Since it is only 1 out of the 7 days, then the probability of picking the day that begins with M is 1 out of 7 or 1 over 7 or 1/7. Okay. So, yan na po ha. Sana naintindihan ninyong mabuti kung paano kumuha ng paano mag-solve ng probability. Okay, tandaan lang, probability is equal to the number of outcomes of an event and over total number of possible outcomes. Kaya meron tayo 1 out of 7 or 1/7 for what day starts with M. So, yan ang probability niya. Okay, so let's move on. What is the chance that we would pick a day that begins with R? Meron bang day doon na merong nag-start sa R ang kanyang name or ang word na
Beginning.
nag-start sa R, beginning letter? Is there a day that begins with R? Meron po ba, Tutor Joby? Ano kayong sagot nila? Wala po, opo.
Sabi po ni Clint, none po.
None.
So wala po. Wala
Sabi
pong
ni
nagsisimula
Stephanie,
sa R.
wala pong nagsisimula
Yes.
sa R. O, wala din daw. Sabi ni Yana, 0.
Wala.
Okay, tama nga bang sagot nila, Tutor Joby? Okay, none. Therefore, the chance that he would pick a day that begins with R is impossible. Kasi nga, walang letter R na nagbibigay, ang day natin na nag-uumpisa sa R. So, wala. So, impossible to happen yon. So, anong 0 out of 7 ang kanyang probability? Or 0 over 7 or 0 sevenths, or zero na lang talaga. So what do we call it?
Zero.
Zero probability. This is an event that is impossible to happen. Hindi talaga mangyayari yon. Okay. So let's go on.
Okay. So yes, naiintindihan ng ating mga tutorwela kasi habang nagdi-discuss ka ay talagang sumasagot ang ating mga learners. So,
Yes.
let's continue. So, let's have another example. Okay. So, tirahin ko na to, tutorwela. I
Oh,
will
sige,
continue
Tutor
now.
Joby.
Sige.
Okay, continue.
Okay. Ballpen. Okay. So, Limwell and Ian will play Scrabble. In order to know who will play first, they will roll a die with 6 faces. Whoever rolls the higher number will play first. Online learners, nakakakita na ba kayo ng die or dice? So, yung may ginagamit nila pag naglalaro ng mga choke, ano ba yung mga ano ba yung mga nilalaro na ginagamitan ng dice? So ilang faces kaya meron yon? So what is the probability that Lim will roll a 6? Meron bang mga faces yon? Di ba, Tutor Wella? Meron siyang mga faces at ilan yung mga faces na yon? Yes, this is an example of a die. Doon po sa mga hindi pa nakakita, ay, ang sagot pala nila ay yes po, nakakita na po pala sila ng die. So,
Die.
okay, meron ilang faces? A die has 6 faces and its faces was numbered into 1 dot, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 dots. So, meron tayong 6 na faces at sa bawat faces ay may mga dot. Di po ba? So, how many faces of the die has 6 dots? Tingnan nga po natin yung nasa screen natin, ilan daw ang mayroong 6 dots? Sige nga po. Yes, ang sagot ni Aileen ay 1. 6 dots po. Si Heavenly din, 1 din po. So, there is only 1. Merong isang face na may 6 na dots. Yes, very good. So, how many faces does a die have? So, makikita natin sa ating example, ilan pong faces meron? Nababasa na rin po natin. Ilan nga po? Yes, it has 6 faces, sabi po ni Heavenly. Very good. So, doon sa dice natin, what is the probability that Limwell will roll a 6 in a 6-sided die? So, ilang beses kaya niya makakakita ng 6 dots pag nag-roll siya? So, what do you think is the probability? Ah? Sige nga po, it has 1. And ang answer ni Clint ay 1/6. 1/6 nga po ba? Yes, it is 1 out of 6 or 1/6. Very good. At ganun din ang sagot ni Heavenly, ni Aileen, ni Yana, si Zaira.
Syra. Nawala ka, Tutor Joby?
Also. So, ang oh my. Okay, okay na po ba? So,
Okay na.
ayan,
Go on.
okay, pati si Mac Prince 1/6 din. So, 1/6 dots ang meron doon sa ating die. So, it is 1 out of 6 or 1/6. Okay, so let's examine the table of the probabilities that the other outcomes. So, kung titignan natin kanina yung die na pinakita natin sa unang slides, so meron tayong 6 dots, may 5, may 4, may 3, may 2, and may 1. So what is the probability na malalabas yung 6 dots? So we have there 1 out of 6 or 1/6. How about the 5 dots? So it is also 1 out of 6 or 1/6. 4 dots, we have 1 out of 6 or 1/6. So 3 dots, we have 1 out of 6 or 1/6, and 2 dots also 1 out of 6 or 1/6, and yung 1 dot, the probability is 1 out of 6 or 1/6. So makikita natin dito sa ating sa ating die kanina na merong 6 faces at bawat face ay merong dots based the number from 1 to 6. Okay, so ang possible outcome natin kanina ay 6 kaya meron tayong over 6. Then yung ilang beses the probability that will come out yung 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ay tigi-isa. So, ang ating probability ngayon ay 1 out of 6 or 1/6. Okay, so let's proceed. So, how about the probability of rolling a 7? Meron bang 7 dots doon sa ating die? Is there any 7 dots? Meron po ba? Online learners, paki-chat, paki-comment nga po kung may nakikita kayong 7 dots yan. So what do you think is the probability? Ayan, sumagot si Mac Prince, 0/7 po. 0/6 po. No po. So, ang sagot ni Heavenly, 0 probability, and that is correct. Kasi wala tayong 7 dots doon sa ating dice. So, the probability of 7 is equal to 0/6 or 0 probability. So, wala tayong nakikita doon, kaya automatic 0 or impossible po siya. Okay, so let's proceed. So, what is the probability of getting an odd number when 6 face die is rolled once? Ano nga po ba yung mga odd number natin? Sige nga, tignan nga natin. What are the odd numbers we have in the 6 in our die? So we have 1. Another, we have 3. And we have 5. So, what is the probability of getting ay my gosh, nawala ako. Ate Weng, okay, okay. Okay, naka-stop kasi ako. So, sorry, naka-stop kasi akala ko nawala ako. So what is the probability of getting an odd number when 6 face die is rolled once? So it is 3 out of 6 or 3/6. So i-reduce natin into lowest term, we can say it 3/6 or 1/2. How about the die? How many faces of a die have odd numbers of dots? So, ilan kanina? We have 3. Kung titignan naman natin yung even numbers, meron po tayong 2, 4, 6. So, pareho lang po yung even sa odd numbers. So, we have 3 out of 6 or 3/6 or 1/2. Okay. So, nandiyan pa ba ako? Naririnig pa ba ako? So, let's proceed. So, mukhang tumigil ako dito sa aking monitor, Tutor Wella. So, look at the probability line. So, the probability
Okay.
line of probability of getting 6 when a die is rolled once is only 1/6. The event of getting a 6 when a die is rolled once is what we call unlikely to happen. So there is a small chance that this event will happen. So it is below
Nawawala ka, Tutor Joby. Okay. So, look at the probability line. So, kapag 50% ang chance nyo ay, that is 50% ang chance to happen. So,
5 is, tuloy mo ate.
yes, okay na. Ikaw, okay na. Bumalik ka na. Sige, go. Go ahead. Yes. Wala na naman. Yan na, okay na? Ayan, nawala ka na, Tutor Joby. Balik ka ulit, Tutor Joby. Nawala ka sa StreamYard. Okay, so let's continue. Saan nababanda si Tutor Joby? So the probability of getting 6 when a die is rolled once is only 1/6. The event of getting a 6 when a die is rolled is once is unlikely to happen. So there is a small chance that this event will happen. It is below 50%. Okay, so the probability of getting an even number when a die is rolled once is 3, 6, or 1/2. The probability of getting an odd number when a die is rolled once is also 3, 6, or 1/2. So there are even or equal chances for these two events to happen. So equal ang chances nila. So there is a 50-50 chance of getting an even number in one roll of die. There is also a 50-50 chance of getting an odd number in the given situation. These are equally likely events. Okay. So, meron tayo dyan 3/6, that is 50-50. Di po ba? Okay, next. The probability of getting a number of dots less than 6 when a die is rolled once is 5 out of 6 or 5/6. This is likely to happen. The probability of getting number of dots less than 7 when a die is rolled once is 6 out of 6 or 1. There are 6 numbers less than 7 in a die. So, and these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, there are 6 possible outcomes when a die is rolled once, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Therefore, the probability of getting a number less than 7 is 1. This event is certain. So, it is certain or sure to happen. Talagang mangyayari. Kasi sabi nga, less than 7 daw. So, ano ba yung mga less than 7 na number? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So, 6/6 or 1. So, talagang mangyayari siya. So, that is talagang sure ka. Di ba? Okay. The probability of getting 7 dots. For example, 7 dots. May 7 dots ba yun kanina sa pinakita na illustration? Di ba wala? So, this is an impossible event because there is no face with 7 dots. It has a 0 probability, and so it will never happen. Okay. So, tingnan ninyong mabuti. Ano ngayon ang natutunan ninyo sa lesson natin? What I have learned. So, Tutor Joby calling, how do we interpret the data in different bar graphs? So, let us remember this. Probability is the chance or likelihood that an event will happen. It is the ratio of the number of outcomes of an event to the total number of possible outcomes. So, kanina pinakita yon sa mga sample problems natin. Okay. So, an event impossible to happen has a 0 probability. An event is unlikely to happen if there is a very small chance for it to happen. Its probability is greater than 0 but below 50%. An event has even chance if it has 50% probability to happen. An event is likely to happen if the chance is big or more than 50%. And an event is certain if it is 100% sure to happen. Okay, so I know, learners, na intindihan ninyo ang lesson ninyo for today. So, are you ready to answer the assessment? So, tingnan nga natin. So, let's have this assessment. So, the letters of the word mathematics are placed in a box. Give the probability in fractional form. So, tingnan niyo ang letters mathematics. So, M-A, M-A-T-H-E-M-A-T-I-C-S. So, meron tayong 11 letters. Okay, ang question ni Tutor Wella. Give the probability in fractional form. So, number 1. If you are to pick one, what is the probability of picking letter M. Okay, welcome
Here
back,
I
Tutor Joby.
am. Sorry
Number
po.
one, number one na tayo, Tutor Joby. If you are to pick one, what is the probability of picking letter M? So, learners, why don't you try to answer? Please type in your answer. Okay, sabi ni Clint, 2/11 or 2 out of 11. Sabi ni Clint, ni Mac Prince, ni Yana, ni Island, ni Heavenly. Okay, they answer
2 out
2
of
over
11.
11. Okay, tama nga ba ang sagot nila, Tutor Joby?
Yes, tama. Tama po. Ibig sabihin naintindihan po nila, Tutor Wella. So, andyan si Cyrene Ganela Ortiz, si Marian Arnaiz, si Ailen Akat, si Syra Akia. 2 over 11. So, 2 out of 11 po.
11.
Okay, next number 2. What are the possible outcomes of picking vowels? So, ano-ano yung mga vowels na nasa board mathematics? Okay, paki-comment nga po ang inyong mga sagot. Andyan na ang kanilang mga sagot, Tutor Wella. Binabasa ko pa lang, nakapop up na ang kanilang mga sagot. Ang sabi ni Yana ay 4 over 11. Si Clint, si Island Okot din.
Island.
Yes,
Mac
si
Prince.
Mac Prince also. So, tama nga po ba ang kanilang sagot? So, let's find out. And they are correct. Very good. So, 4 out of 11 or 4/11. Okay, how about number 3? So,
Okay, so what is the probability of picking consonants? O ano nga ba ang mga consonants sa word na mathematics? Okay. So, what will be your answers? O, inano pa nila, tinay pa nila yung letters, ano? Wag na. Yung probability na lang. Sabi ni Yana,
yes.
7 over 11. Sabi din ni Clint, same din. Si Mac Prince, 7 over 11. Sabi ni Ailen, ni Cyrene, 7 over
Over
11.
11.
O, tama nga
Yes.
ba sila, Tutor Joby?
Okay, andyan din ang sagot ni Heavenly Heart Tanghian, 7 out of 11 or 7/11. Si Clint, itinype pa niya ang mga consonants at ang tamang sagot ay 7 out of 11 or 7/11. Very good ang ating mga learners talagang naintindihan nila ang ating lesson today. So let's proceed. Bago tayo mag-proceed sa assessment 2, i-comment nga po kung ilan yung nakuha nyo. Kung nakuha nyo ba yung perfect, yung 3 points. Sige nga po. Okay. So, habang kayo ay nag-chat ng inyong score, let's proceed. So, study the given situation. Identify the probability of its event.
Record the outcomes using the
Record the
statements
outcomes using the
statements
listed in the
listed.
box.
Okay.
Nawawala ulit ako, Tutor Ruela.
Nawawala nga. Okay. Ako na magbasa, Tutor Joby.
Yes.
A teacher introduced a game, Pick and Win, for his 20 learners. He prepared 20 balls in a box with numbers 1 to 20. Whoever picks an even number will receive a pencil. So may prize na pencil ang makakuha ng even number. Okay. So what will be our answer? So nandyan daw, record the outcomes using the statements listed in the box. So ano ba yung mga nakalista dyan sa box? So we have impossible to happen, unlikely to happen, equal chance, likely to happen, and certain to happen.
Okay.
So, question number 1, Tutor Joby. Sige po.
Okay, yes. Bago tayo mag-proceed, Tutor Ruela, gusto ko lang basahin ang kanilang mga score. Ayan, mga perfect po ang kanilang score. 3 over 3, si Clint Tabiero, si Aileen Ocott, si Yana Rain, si Mac Prince, si Heavenly, si Rafael, si Syra, si Marian, si Cyrene. Ayan po. At si Rafael ay nakakuha po ng 3 points. Palakpakan muna natin sila, Tutor Bella. Very good. Okay. So let's proceed. Ano-ano yung mga questions natin? So number 1, what is the probability of getting an even number? Okay. Andyan, Tutor Ruela, nakikita mo na ba yung kanilang mga sagot? May mga sagot na po sila.
Yes, nilagyan pa nila ng number 1, equal chance. Sabi ni Rafael, ni Mac Prince, ni Sayora, Heavenly, Island, even Yana. Okay. So, sabi nila, equal chance daw. So, Tutor Joby, tingnan nga natin kung equal chance.
Yes. Very good. Okay.
Tama ang sagot nila,
Yes.
Tutor Joby. Very good. Number 2, what is the probability of getting numbers below 5? Okay, what will be your answer? Comment down, learners. Okay, but before, as we wait, the comment, Tutor Joby, shout out muna natin ang ating mga masisipag na kasamahan dito sa San Lorenzo Ruiz Elementary School, sa mga masisipag na teachers, most of all sa ating principal na si Ma'am Regina R. Albay. And
Yes.
ang ating kasama dito sa office, ang magandang at AO natin, si Ma'am Leslie and si Sir Jason. Thank you so much sa pagpapagamit ng place ninyo.
Yes.
Salingkat-kat kami ni Tutor Joby every Friday. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much po sa inyo. Okay, so ang sagot po nila sa number 2 na po tayo. So what is the probability of getting numbers below 0? Ano nga ba ang sagot? So the answer is unlikely to happen kasi 5 below. So meron lang pong 5 over 20 over 20. So nandun po siya sa category na unlikely to happen. At yan nga po ang sagot ni Clint Tabieros.
Ni
Si
Heavenly.
Okay, yes.
Si Heavenly.
For
Si Island din.
yes.
Ay, ano na bang sinasagutan? Parang advanced na sila, Tutor Joby, ah.
Yes, si Mac Prince sinagutan na po lahat.
Oo nga.
Okay. Next,
Let's
number 3.
continue.
What is the probability of getting numbers below 15? Ano naman po ang sagot? Basahin ko nga po yung sagot ni Mac Prince, ano below 15? So, equal chance daw po siya. How about the others? Ano po ang sagot natin? So,
Equal
Yana rin
chance
also
din si
equal
Yana.
chance.
Okay, tingnan pa natin ang sagot ni, sino ba ito? Sino pa bang sumagot dito? Si Rafael ba sumagot? Si Cylene. Okay.
Si Cylene.
Oo.
Yes.
Sige. So, ano nga ba ang sagot, Tutor
Okay.
Joby, for number 3?
Okay. Below 15, ang sagot natin ay likely to happen kasi opo, nasa 75% na po siya,
More
diba?
than 50.
More than 50%. Yes. Okay. So, number 4, what is the probability of getting numbers above 20? Ano naman ang probability nun? Above 20. Okay. So, please comment down your answers. Ayan, si Clint Tabieros, classmate daw po niya si Cyrene. Thank you so much for inviting her. Yan, ang sagot, 0 probability, sabi ni Heavenly. Si Yana rin also. So, impossible to happen, sabi ni Clint. Okay. So, si Mac Prince din. Okay, tingnan nga natin kung tama po ang kanilang mga sagot. So, ang sagot natin ay impossible to happen. Very good. Kasi 1 to 20 lang tayo. Wala tayong more than 20. Next, number 5, Tutor Wella.
Okay, what is the probability of getting any number from 1 to 20? Okay, ano nga ba ang probability dyan? 1 to 20 na yun, ah. Okay, so what will be your answer? Comment down your answer. Oy, si Mac Prince, sabi niya, ano ba? Sabi ni Mac, any number from 1 to 20? Ay, certain daw, sabi ni Clint. Sino pa ba nagsabi,
Yes.
nagsagot na certain? O sabi ni Island, certain din to happen. O Cyrene, ganun din. So tama ba sila, Tutor Joby?
Okay, even Yana Reigns and Syra also, sabi nila certain daw, or certain to happen. So the answer is certain to happen. Wow, ang gagaling talaga ng ating mga learners, Tutor Wella. So ano ang score nyo dito sa ating assessment number 2? Paki-comment nga po. Andyan si Heavenly. Tama din po ang kanyang sagot. Okay. So, ayan na naman, Tutor Wella.
Okay, Tutor
Narito na
Joby.
naman tayo habang sila ay nagtatay.
Yes, ilan ang score nila, Tutor
Yes.
Joby? Ay, gusto nating malaman. Okay, yan, si
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Cyrene, 5/5 daw. Si Island naman, 4/5. Very good pa rin yan. Heavenly,
Okay lang, very
5/5. Yana is 4/5. Clint is 5/5. Rafael is 5/5 also. So, very good learners. Talagang may natutunan kayo. At least walang mababa sa 3. 4 lang, di ba?
Yes.
So, very good pa rin yan. Okay, so before we end, Tutor Joby, I would like to i-shout out ko muna ng magandang hapon si Sir Alvin Meran and si Kuya Marco. Okay.
Wow.
Good afternoon sa inyo. Okay, next.
Okay, syempre, tapos na naman ang ating pag-aaral at alam ko natutuwa ang mga learners kasi natuto na naman sila. At syempre kami rin ni Tutor Wella ay natutuwa sapagkat naintindihan nyo ang itinuro namin ngayong oras. So, para lalo nating maintindihan ang ating lesson, i-challenge na naman namin kayo. So, challenge yourself. Pick the pen. Ian has 4 pens of different colors inside the pocket of his bag. One is blue, 2 are red, and 1 is black. Without looking at them, Ian will pick 1 pen from the pocket of his bag. Ayan, screenshot na po para masagutan na natin. At kapag nagawa na ninyo, nasagutan na ninyo, isend po sa ETUlay FB page, #TutorJoey, #TutorWella para makita namin. At syempre, aabangan natin ang pinakahihintay nating week, ang finale. The week finale natin next week. At sana makita namin kayong lahat next week. Di ba, Tutor Wella?
Yes.
Okay. So, ayan.
Week 8 na.
Yes.
Week 8 na.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Ayan. Tapos na naman ang ating araw. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat, sa inyong pakikisa at sa aktibong pakikilahok sa ating talakayan. Yes, so thank you so much sa aking pinestuhan ngayon kay Sir Jason Bulalakaw, syempre sa ating punong guro na si Ma'am Regina R. Albay. Thank you so much. Hiram pa ulit kami ng isa pang linggo. Okay, thank you so much. Tutor Wellas, we have to say goodbye. Thank you and God bless. So,
okay, so thank you so much, learners. See you next week. Bye and God bless.
yes, of course. Up next, Tutor Joshua and Tutor Ram for Math 5. Bye-bye.
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang #ETUlayLevelUp. Huwag aalis ha, dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan. Dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!